What's up and what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We got a number of things on the table today. We're going to be talking about Halle Berry being ordered to pay $8,000 a month in child support. And guess who's being a hypocrite? They are outraging. How dare she have to pay him that much? They're saying things like, wait a minute, they're splitting time with the kids. They have the kids an equal amount of time. You mean to tell me if they have the kids an equal amount of time, if it's joint legal and joint, you're telling me she still has to pay? Yeah. Like, have we not been explaining that? And all it take is one example, one celebrity, somebody you don't even know. Meanwhile, it's direct men in your family, your brother, your uncle, your daddy, people you supposedly love who's in the same situation explain the same exact thing. And no, they didn't hear it. It didn't matter. It didn't count. They saw another woman doing it to a non-black man, by the way. And now they're outraged. And now they see what's going on. And now they're making all kinds of hypocritical comments all over the internet. Yes. They are wilding. We're going to get into that among a number of other things. So let's get ready to go. Let's strap on in. Let's get it.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
We've done so much with so little for so long. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing. Shout out to Machismo TV, the best tagline in the building. Best manosphere or male-centric clips, show, channel, highlight reel, and everything. All that business. One of the best in the building. Make sure you go subscribe and check that out. But without further ado, we got to get into this. Let me shout out a few people coming in. I got a number of things to get to before I get to the main topic, so bear with me. But Gun Metal Guy USA says it's called equality for a dang reason, right? Shout out to you. Shout out to Chris Lewis says that's all. I understand. You have a point there. You have a point there. Like the sisterhood online tripping about that 8,000, and I'm like, we hearing about dudes, 40,000, 50,000, like it ain't nothing. Kanye West had something like 200,000 a month. Had to pay that to a woman who was worth 1.7 billion. Had to pay that after his net worth just got cut down by 75%. Not a peep. But Halle Berry's $8,000 a month. That has them all in they fifis, as they call it. But Falcon what's that? Falcon Blizzak in the building says the price of bottom shelf Bradley. That's a factor in the equation too. We'll probably touch on that as well. But Killmatic is really hitting it right here. He's really hitting it right here. LOL Halle Berry supports two men, Gabrielle Aubrey at 16K and Oliver Martinez 8K. Yeah. That's wild. That's wild that she got, she got two men that they said that she supported. But men for the longest have been paying vagina money, been making pussy payments on women who they are no longer sleeping with and involved with, whether it's alimony or as Tom Lakers calls it, vagina money, or rather it's child support. Either way it go, there's been astronomical amounts that men have had to pay, and the sisterhood never batted an eye. Logan JJ in the building says, "Look at God, won't he do it?" It's going to be a great show. Yes, absolutely. The 313 Dash in the building says, Keisha mad per usual. Brad don't take any prisoners. Right. Yeah, he ain't go down there on no friendly fires, on no friendly shit. He went down there. Yeah, I'm ready for war. I'm ready to take you for as much as I can take you for. And it's funny because they got equal time. Like, it is a such thing where two people can have equal time and one person has to pay. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know, because my situation worked out to where it was equal time on paper. It was equal time on paper. 1 week on, 1 week off on paper. I was going for 4. I ended up getting 1 week on, 1 week off. Now, what happened with that is I still ended up having to pay a relatively small amount because I made a relatively small amount more than my ex-wife. But if we had equal time, and let's just say I made $150,000 a year and she made $35,000 a year, I would have been paying regular child support for kids I had half the time. Like, that's how the math have always mathed out. Especially when I think it's worse when you're married, because I'm going to get into what the law actually says. It says in California law, and a lot of states do this. Actually, Michigan. I'm in Michigan. Michigan is the same way. This is the part that's tripping women up, where they don't understand this. I'm gonna read this. It says California law outlines that it is a parent's responsibility to support a child according to circumstances and station. All right, circumstances and station, and to provide their children. This is the funny part. This is where lead attorney be like, be going off and be hitting a little horn and doing that laugh and everything when he sees stuff written like this. But listen to it. It says, and to provide their children a lifestyle commensurate. Those are those funny words they get you with. They provide their children a lifestyle commensurate to their own. That's basically saying, however you living, that's how your child gotta live. If you balling, your child gotta ball, even when they're not with you. So it's not about this other parent is taking care of the kid at whatever capacity they can take care of, and you just pitch in a little bit. No. They gotta make it look to where as if the two parents are technically, the child got to live as if the two parents are still together. That's what that is essentially saying. But a lifestyle commensurate to their own, which can mean celebrities make high dollar payments to ensure their children will live a similar lifestyle to the one that they would have if their parents were together or when moving between parents. That's been the deal in a lot of states. Funny how women are just finding this out. Like that's why in divorces you see those celebrities paying those astronomical amounts. That's why even in my personal situation, even though it was equal time on paper, I still had to pay a little bit because I made a little bit more. If I made a lot more, I would have had to pay a lot. And fighting for custody would have, I wouldn't say it would have meant nothing, but it would have been the same deal. It would have been me taking care of kids and paying child support. I mean, that's kind of what it ended up being, but it was such a small amount, I didn't care. But no, that's called normal. That's called normal. What they're seeing is women getting hit with normal shit. That's what they're seeing. And they can't handle it. Let me sit back some. Get that camera right. Paul Game says he earned that. He earned that as a stay-at-home father. Stay-at-home parenting is a full-time job. Yes, ask any woman, they'll tell you. Stay-at-home parenting is a full-time job. Definitely. I'm trying to get that. I got this new camera angle. Well, old camera angle, but I got to get used to the camera being in the way. But he earned that. Stay-at-home father. Yeah, he earned that as a stay-at-home father. At home, parenting is a full-time job. And he held her down while she built her career. You go, boy. What you said right there sounds eerily familiar. That sounds eerily familiar. Were we not told? Were we not told plenty of times that that woman who's at home taking care of those kids and supporting him and inspiring him, that is the reason, that's what allowed him to go out and do that. He couldn't have done it if he didn't have a supportive partner. So that money is her money. She did her part. And now that they're separating, yeah, that's what we were told. You better go on and tell them, Paul Game. That's what it is. That's how that game works. But shout out to you. Shout out to No Country for Old Simps. Oh man, this is a bad day. My mouse is acting up on me. Hold on. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this today. We're not gonna do this today. But shout out to Paul Game. Shout out to everybody in the building. I can't get to no more comments. Shout out to who we got? We got Kilson, J, Equality, General Washington says, Reverend Paul Game down there. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. I do see y'all in there. I saw Joe Ethereal in the building. I see y'all in the building. Hood Conservative in the building. Shout out to Hood Conservative. He said all that black female money going to the white. Oh man, ain't that the argument? Ain't that the argument when a black, I just recently watched a video. Kobe Bryant's birthday was yesterday. He would be 45 had he not tragically died in a helicopter crash. Somebody just made a video on this man's birthday, dropped a video talking about how all the genetic gifts and ability that was given to him by his black parents that allowed him to go out and be worth $400 million. That $400 million is all going to another community. They get the benefit and profit off of black gifts and genetic prowess. That's what happens, black man, when you marry a woman outside of your race. All right? Funny when black women got to cough up the bag for their white husbands when they get rich. They got to cough up that bag. Yeah, it's like the same. Yeah, they don't see the hypocrisy, but yes, we can use the same arguments on them. We could use the same exact arguments. How dare she take all that money out of the community? How dare she? Yeah. You could have built schools. You could have built all the money that she giving all her non-black husbands that she's still paying for after the divorce. That money could have been used to build black hospitals and all kinds. I heard somebody say that. I heard somebody say that about Kobe's money. That could have built a whole black hospital. Yeah. Yeah, no, the same arguments get used and recycled and reloaded and rehashed. They do. But all right. Before we get all the way into it, all right, I got to get into the other preliminary topics. Don't distract me. Y'all gonna like this one. Y'all probably seen this. If you are subscribed to Black Men Being Brutally Honest, if you don't subscribe to him for nothing, subscribe to him for his community tab. It'd be funny stuff on there. Keep It 100 is another one of those people that got a funny ass community tab. But this one was just especially funny. Y'all know I've been clowning Sexy Red ever since I found out that she wasn't sexy nor red. But somebody took it a step further. Black Man Kevin from Black Men Being Brutally Honest. I don't know if he figured this out on his own. But after you see this, you will not be able to unsee this. Y'all are familiar with black conservative YouTuber, Anthony Brian Logan. Okay. Fucking twins. We was on the last show saying we know she looked like a man, she looked like a tranny. We knew she looked like a man. We just didn't know which man she looked like. like I'm looking at that like, dude, like is ABL like slipping on a wig and putting on some fake tattoos and is he moonlighting a sexy red? I'm like, oh my God. No, don't tell me I'm wrong. I didn't create this. I didn't figure. No, that came from the channel Black Men Being Brutally Honest. I did not create this. I'm just sharing to y'all. I'm just sharing y'all what somebody else put out there. That's all I'm doing. Y'all cannot blame me for this. If Kev from Black Men Being Brutally Honest made this, he's the one going to hell for this, not me. All I'm doing is presenting it to y'all. That's it. That's it. Y'all can't. I ain't got to go down for this one. I do not have to go down for this one. But yeah, it's bad out here. It's bad out here. These female rappers, they don't even gotta look good. I said it on the last show. Nicki Minaj at least looked good. Cardi B looked good before she opened her mouth. Even Meg Thee Stallion looked good. I know some of y'all don't, sure she being 5'11" and the stallion, the male horse is like, I know some of y'all ain't feeling that, She probably got some big ass feet too. But either way, they used to have to look good. Now they could be unsexy red and not be sexy. I mean, they could be sexy red and not be sexy or not be red. With all them damn up close, I don't know if y'all can see that, all them damn craters in her face. Like, this woman looks bad. Bullet holes, stab wounds, tattoos. Like, bad. Like, she looked like Anthony Brian Logan and calling herself Sexy Red. If she could lie like that and call herself Sexy Red, if that's how we doing it, you could just lie. I want a white female rapper to come out and name herself some. I want to see a white female rapper named Ebony Goddess. If she could be Sexy Red, I want to see a white female rapper named Ebony Goddess. with straight bars, and everybody knows she got ghostwriters, but don't nobody care or ever mention it. She got the best bars in the game, and everybody knows she got ghostwriters, but don't nobody care. Got a clearly fake ass that nobody even she get credit like it's real. and be married to Idris Elba. Like, how much can we troll black women? Like a white female rapper named Ebony Goddess. Let's just see how that works. Let's just see how that plays out. Like, but goddamn, it's like I can't unsee this. Every time I'm gonna see her, I'm gonna see ABL, and every time I see ABL, hopefully I don't see her. Hopefully, but that just blew me away. That just blew me away. Yeah, Kev need to get a shovel, start digging until he see hell, and then dive in. Speaking of women that look like men.
¡Yeah! Papi, ¿cómo te llamas? ¡Yeah! Papi, ¿cómo te llamas tú? Jonier. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Y amor, ¿cómo te llamas tú?
Miguel.
Eso a mí. ¿Cómo tú vas? Papi, pero espérate, ya relájate. Pero ven acá, espérate, que yo creo que me confundí. ¿Cómo te llamas tú?
Miguel.
I don't know if that was a skit, but I remember that scene, and I think that was White Man Can't Jump. I forgot what happened. It was a gym full of people, everybody playing basketball, all kind of shit going on. I forgot what happened. I don't know. I think somebody lost. They probably got hustled out some money. I don't know. He was like, I'm going to my car to get my other gun, shooting everybody. It's like that's what would have had to happen. Everybody in that goddamn whole little canvas blacktop playground area, wherever they at, everybody would have had to die. Everybody. Now, assuming that this is real, if homeboy couldn't tell that something looked man, oh my goodness. Look at the size of those. If a woman kiss you and she touched your face and her hands look bigger than your face, if her head and her face is bigger than your face, it's like, it's certain stuff. It's like she looked like she could, and he looked like he could clearly beat you in arm wrestling. Then it's like, nah.
¡Yeah! Papi, ¿cómo te llamas tú? Jonier. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Y amor, ¿cómo te llamas tú?
Miguel.
Eso a mí.
All right, moving on. I'm gonna get to the main topic. Just a few things I want to touch on. Welcome, RM. I sent you 2 StreamYard links. One of them don't work, or one of them is to the wrong StreamYard, and the other one is to the right one. We'll figure out which one is which. But I sent you 2 of them. The last one I sent should be the right one. But all right. Getting into it. Fawcett Media said that floating eggplant taking me out. Yeah, I don't know why I don't know who made the video, but yeah, they did put a floating eggplant there. Oh, by the way, congratulations. I don't know if me and you talked since your channel has been kind of blowing up. I know you got a lot of subscribers over there. Let me hold a couple of them subscribers. No, but congratulations on your channel blowing up since the last time we talked. I don't know if I spoke to you since then, but yeah, it look like you're doing good over there. Congratulations on that. But all right. Let me pull up something else that may or may not. Again, my level of skepticism when it comes to this whole social media thing, this whole content creation, my default assumption is that it's all a lie. Because like there's a video called How to Go Viral on TikTok, or how to go viral. And they basically saying, lie, make up a good story. So it's like my default assumption is that people are just lying and making shit up. And I'm pretty good at figuring out if they're acting and if it's a script, because typically, like I've always said, it's real when it's caught midstream. You don't get the full story. You don't exactly fully know what's going on. The camera shaking, people fighting, it's a damn baby crying in the background. Like that's when the shit is real. That's when the shit is real. All the other stuff, I question it. I question it. But here's the deal. Here go one. Whether this is real or not, whether this one is real or not, it is worth some conversation. It is worth some conversation. Now let's go.
Y'all gotta see this video.
Mom, you went and go get a DNA test.
Recording me.
Don't worry about that, Mom. Tell me, no. Why did you go get a DNA test on that?
Who? What? What is you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, Mom.
Down first of all.
No.
Then I'll talk to you.
No.
Okay,
no,
I will talk to you because I've been talking to you.
No. Tell me right now.
I did it. You know that ain't true. She don't even look like you. She don't look like me. She don't look like your grandmama.
Listen, Mom.
Nobody.
I told you to stay out of my business in the first place when you were talking about
my baby boy, and this ain't your baby. This ain't no.
Listen.
No. Period.
Listen. I was happy with doing.
I'm not gonna take it back. I'm not gonna say sorry because I want my own grandbaby.
I'm not asking
That ain't your child.
I'm not asking you to say
mama,
sorry.
That you want me to accept this grandbaby? No.
Listen,
I'm not gonna do this. Get that camera out my face.
I love.
Now, was embedded in this story that's more or less worth talking about is like, I know we've done a lot of content talking about the pregnancy fraud rates. Like I said, they haven't done a formal study on it, and I have to use the conspiracy theorist's favorite word. They don't want to do a formal study on it. So we got kind of data just pulled from everywhere, so some people say it's up to, some people go with the 30%. That 30% is people who suspect that it's not theirs, and they go and get a test on it. That's not exactly a, controlled sample, but who knows where it's actually at. It's higher than normal. I played all the tape and all the videos of women actually fighting, saying that no, we can't have mandatory DNA tests at birth. No, it's it will cause a stigma against women if we did that. It's so. And by the way, and that was on one of those. That was a show. There was a black chick saying that. It was a white chick and an Asian chick that was, arguing like, yeah, of course we should. But the black chick was like, "Ooh, no, we can't have that mandatory. Hell no." And so, but what's embedded in that, what I look at when I see this, I'm examining this from the perspective that I think there's a not insignificant amount of men who would react the way that the man in this video reacted. I do believe there's a not insignificant amount of men that would react that way, to where if the mama on her own free will and volition, I don't know, went and plucked the damn baby's hair and plucked some hair off their son and went down. I don't know how you do that without either person involved. I don't know. She doing like the damn like CSI with, I didn't see that on Law and Order. Are they taking cups that somebody drunk out of and swabbing it with the little cotton ball and all that shit? Like, I don't know exactly what she did or how she did it, but the fact of the matter is that can be done. The fact of the matter is that can be done. And so if this is legit, then we talking about a mother who on her own free will was I guess, red pill enough and ruthless towards wanting the truth, to where she went out and did it. And then the man is mad that she did it. Mad that you exposed this truth. Don't expose this truth. Let me live this lie. Let me live in the delusion. Like, that's the epitome of being blue pill. That's the epitome of being blue pill. When you don't even, you can't even look that truth in the face. It's staring you in the face and you willfully want to go the other way, telling her to mind her business after proving that your baby mama ain't shit. But you heavy on that, you know, I love my baby mama, I never let her go, you know. Yeah, it's like how yeah. It says CSI Keisha. That's funny. That's fucking funny. Yeah, that was Lonnie Love I was talking about. I always forget her name. And that was The View. All right, yeah, cool. But yeah, all damn day. But no, like I said, I don't believe most of these. I have a healthy understanding that we have to look at these situations, these videos people make online, and use them more or less as a springboard to talk about certain issues. But I personally don't buy this one. Some of y'all may buy it, but I'm like, if I don't see a shaky camera and it happened mid swing, and somebody, you know, somebody gets swung on, a punch get thrown, a baby crying, and we don't even got half the story. If it has a perfect plot with a beginning, middle, end, I say it's fake. Those are just my rules. But moving on here, one more thing before I get to the main topic. How many of y'all watched the first Republican debate? The one that Larry Elder wasn't able to get on stage for. How many of y'all watched it? I didn't. But good old YouTube gives you all the hits, gives you all the highlights. There was some other highlights, but the only one that I'm gonna touch on is this one right here. This is the only one that I'm actually gonna touch on. It was a few doozies in there. It seemed like Mike Pence, and from all the clips I've seen, it seemed like Mike Pence and Vivek Ramsey did good. You know, DeSantis, they said he was kind of, you know, he came in, you know, on top in the mind of everybody. It was his shit to lose, but he, I mean, you know, they just said he underperformed. They said he underperformed. That's what they said. I didn't watch it from beginning to end, but you know, he don't got no highlights the next day. You know, we judge it by the highlights. That's how the internet works. But anyway, this was one thing said by the only woman on stage, said would essentially amounted, Nikki Haley, her name, said would essentially amounted to some girl power feminist stuff in front of the Republican crowd, the crowd of patriarchy, right? To a standing ovation and thunderous applause. Why are y'all putting Ramsey? What did I say? Why are y'all putting Ramsey with a question mark? I said Vivek Ramsey. That's the name, right? Did I fuck up a name? Or are y'all saying he didn't do good? That's what I gathered from the little bit of shit that I watched. That they said he performed well or did better than Ramaswamy. That's it. Oh fuck, Ramsey. It's Ramsey. It's Ramsey. Fuck yeah, it's Ramsey. Give a damn. Vivek Ramsey. I'm not pronouncing no Ramaswamy every time. Come over here trying to run for president with that funny ass foreign name. Oh wait, damn! I voted for Barack Hussein Obama. Shit. Damn. All right. Anyway, let's get into it.
Halle, would you like to respond? Are you
so
bought
Brett,
and paid
what
for?
I would like to say is the fact that I think this is exactly why Margaret Thatcher said, if you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman.
Halle.
Lock her up. Look, they need to give her, you do the same thing they did for Hillary. Well, come out the goddamn Republican debate with that bullshit. But it's something worth pointing out there. It's something worth pointing out there that that even in the Republican Party, this is just my prediction. This is just my prediction, and I think we're gonna see this happening more and more this year. Is that definitely more and more this year, but probably a lot more going forward into the future? Is that we're gonna start seeing? They're already doing it, so I shouldn't even say they're going to start, but it's going to be more pronounced. They see where the country going, and they know that they got the party that optically does not look like where America is going, where the majority of their people that hold in political office, Senate seats, House of Representatives, all Congress, all that, mostly white, mostly male. They're going to start joining. They've already joined in the what do they call that? Identity politics. They've already joined in that. They're going to join in harder. You're going to see more feminist stuff creeping in there. You're going to see more gay shit slipping under the table. And in the process of doing that, I would like to see Larry Elder, slip under that table. Since shit slipping under the table now, since y'all applauding shit like that, let Larry Elder rock out. Let's see where that go. But no, I think they're going to be going that route. They're going to be turning down. They're going to be taking a more weaker egalitarian stance. There is a possibility that all those people cheering, it was just women. But even then, what does that say about Republican women? What does that say about Republican women? Let's run it back.
Halle, would you like to respond? Are you
So,
bought
Brett,
and paid
what I
for?
would like to say is the fact that I think this is exactly why Margaret Thatcher said, if you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman.
Halle.
Is it far-fetched to think that they're going to come into the Republican Party, start floating feminist stuff out there, and basically kind of gentrify it? Leave it up to the women's. They try to ruin, anything. I think that they're going to try to float that in there. Because, after all, the more liberal-leaning woman, she still wants the same lifestyle of the conservative-leaning traditional woman, does she not? Eventually she wants that in the end, before the clock run out. Eventually she does want that. So yeah, they're gonna start leaning that way. Like it's been theorized, and a lot of people say it's already happening. It probably is, where Republicans run as Democrats, Democrats run as Republicans, or if somebody might be liberal, they run as a they run as something different, but they get in there and then start working the party from within. I see shit like that happening, because I see, other than DeSantis, I see a lot of people on the Republican side of things. They letting their guard down on the stuff that they normally stand on, and you're going to start seeing a gradual infiltration. Going to start seeing that gradual infiltration. But all right. Let's get into it. Let's get into the main topic. And the main topic is really in the comment section. I could read y'all the article, in which I will. That says everything, that lays out a lot of stuff, that lays out a lot of child support payments that other people have to pay. I'll read all that. I will. We'll go over that. We'll compare her child support situation to the child support situation of men. We'll do some compare and contrast. However, the true story is in the comment section. The true story is deep up in this comment section. But let me just look at this. Let me run it down real quick. According to documents obtained after splitting back in 2015, Halle and her ex, Oliver Martinez, have recently agreed on a custody arrangement and child support payment. I hate that term. Recently agreed. It's almost, it always reads like that. You never fucking agree. All right. One person loses. Like, cut the shit. Nobody agreed. One person won, one person lost. That's how it always is. My shit said, when I got screwed, it was said, both parties have agreed. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. It just said one person accepted defeat. That's what it should have said. But anyway, allowing them to finalize their divorce, the two have agreed to joint legal and joint physical custody. I'm gonna read the actual article. This is just somebody posted the highlights from the article, but it says this is where it gets interesting. The documents also state that Halle will pay $8,000 a month in child support to Oliver and an additional 4.3% of all income she receives above $2 million. That's sticking it to her. That's 4.3% of her income. I mean, if she get paid $20 million for a movie, 4.3% of that. He's sticking it to her. Equal rights. This is the type of feminism we can believe in. Let's go. He says she will also completely cover their son's school tuition, as well as his extracurricular activities, medical health insurance, and uninsured expenses. So she got to cover all the expenses. She got to pay him $8,000 a month. When you look at all this other shit, that $8,000 is like damn near just like a per diem. Like he getting all kind of other money and shit on the back end. So it's like, yeah, he making out big. But you know what? There are some feminists that are actually true believers that are not disingenuous, who are not out here just trying to wield power, and they're not out here trying to be victims when it's convenient, and but want power when it's convenient. No, it's some feminists who actually say yes, equal rights, equal responsibility. Men got to pay, women got to pay. We're equal. We 100%. There's some that they're dying breed, but it's some that actually say that. And this is what it looks like. So feminists being true to their message should support this. But anyway, this is where it gets interesting. Halle will have custody of their son Monday through Wednesday. Oliver will take over Wednesday through Friday, and they will alternate on weekends. Maceo will also attend individual and family counseling, which Halle's current boyfriend is prohibited from. I don't know how her current boyfriend made it into the order, but that's some shit that they would do to a man as well. Because women go in that courtroom fighting to make sure that you don't that this new girlfriend must be within is not to be within a 5-mile radius when he has the kid. They will go in there and fight for shit like that. So it's funny that he got, don't have that new nigga around my kids. It's funny that he's on that. He probably went in there pounding his fist on the table about that. I want the money, and no new man can't be around my kids. Fuck you think this is? Like, yeah. Christian Hutchinson in the building with the $5 super chat. He says, so does Halle Berry lose her black card because resources are leaving the community? That's what we was talking about earlier. That's the story. That's the game. I recently saw a video yesterday of because Kobe Bryant's birthday was yesterday, and somebody decided to make a video on how the genetic gifts and talents of this black man that was given to him by his parents, and he used that to accumulate a net worth of $400 million, and all of that gets passed down to another community. Are we going to hear those same? Are we going to hear those same arguments? Are we going to see that same consistency? But they're not even talking about that. They're mad. They're being inconsistent and they're being hypocrites, but not on that. They're being inconsistent and they're being hypocrites on just the mere fact that she has to pay child support. Now, I broke down that schedule. And by the way, shout out to you. Thank you for putting 5 on it. Appreciate it. Now, in RM, they're doing that weird thing where I can't see none of the super chats. So yeah, if a super chat comes, you gotta click on them, or it's not automatically starring them. It's not doing that thing. So yeah, you gotta pull them all up on the screen, like this one right here. See, I didn't even see this one. Shout out to Dame C. Says equal rights equals left. This ain't an equal rights equals left situation. The equal rights equal lefts, that applies to when a woman hits a man and she catches a right or a left or an uppercut or a body blow or like a chop to the side of the neck or whatever your weapon of choice is in that situation. On the Saturday show with Hood Conservative, we said men should start macing women if you are attacked or assaulted by a woman or just accosted, harassed, or berated in any way. You don't want to end up in a situation where you end up having to physically, aggressively do anything with a woman. You don't want to hit a woman. We said men should start carrying mace. These crazy chicks out there wilding out in public. Just have your mace. You do not. I still support that. I stand on that. No man should hit a woman. No man should ever hit a woman. Just mace her.
These last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
All right. That's just fucking funny. No, you can't do a taser. No, taser, that's too much. Not the Mack trucker, not a taser. No, just a little mace. Just a little mace. To protect yourself. It protects her and it protects you. If she hit you, if she hit you and you hit her back, that's too dangerous of a situation for you and her. That's too dangerous of a situation for you and her. So no, just mace her. Just mace her. I support that. Men should start carrying mace. But all right. Where was we at? Oh yeah, that schedule. Monday and Wednesday, the kids are with Halle Berry. Then he get them on Wednesday, and they with him from Wednesday to Friday, and they have alternating weekends. That means, that's 100% equal time. That's 50-50. So they got joint legal custody, joint physical custody, and they split the time evenly. So in the minds of the sisterhood, nobody should have to pay. The fuck we been saying? In situations like that, nobody should have to pay. My exact situation. Literally. That's how it shapes out. That's how it shaped out. I got 50-50 custody. It wasn't that weird, Mondays and through Wednesday through Friday. No, it was just 1 week on, 1 week off on paper. Joint legal and joint physical custody. 1 week on, 1 week off. I made a little bit more than her, so I still had to pay a little bit. My argument was exactly the same. If they're spending 1 week with her and 1 week with me, she supports the child on her week. I support the children on my week, and nobody pays anything. They said literally the same thing that they said in Halle Berry's case. Literally the same thing. That, as I've read it, I'll read it again. California law outlines that it is a parent's responsibility to support a child according to circumstances and station and provide their children a lifestyle commensurate to their own, which can mean celebrities make high dollar payments to ensure their children will live a similar lifestyle to the one they would have if their parents were still together. That was literally what they told me, minus the celebrity angle on it. They said they want to make it to where it's as if the kid is living with both parents still. So let's just say if I made 50,000 and she made 40,000 and we had joint time split right down the middle, that $10,000 I make more than her, they can pinch something off of that 10,000. That's essentially how it works. So imagine if I made 140,000, then that 100,000 is getting pinched off of, and I still could end up paying kids that I have half the time. I still could end up paying, who knows, 2,000 a month, 1,000 a month. I don't know how the math will work out with $100,000 worth of child support for X number of kids. Yeah, I get the picture. Like, that's how it has always worked, especially in a marriage. You actually better off being. This is one of the rare situations when you're better off being just a baby daddy. Well, I shouldn't say one of the rarest other situations I can think of too, but I don't advocate for the shit, so it don't matter. But if y'all wasn't married and it's not joint legal and joint physical custody, they don't do the math like that. They just do the math doesn't play out like that. They do different math in that instance. But yeah, if y'all got joint legal and joint physical custody and y'all split in time, yes, they will dig into your pockets based off how much more you make than her. Flat out. Fawcett Media in the building says the last marriage made Halle start dating brothers again. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. No doubt about that. Thank you, Fawcett Media. Do appreciate that super chat. What do we get for $10? Everything you want. All right. Let's get into it. But that's been a thing. Like, this isn't new business here. This is not new business. This is not new territory. That has always been the case in so many states. But anyway, reading the comments. The comment section is where the story is at here. The comment section is where the story is at here. For the men who think women are mad about a woman being, this is some woman talking in the comment section. For the men who think women are mad about a woman being on child support, let me explain. Y'all are so used to being on the receiving end, you don't understand the confusion. We are trying to figure out how they have joint legal and joint and physical custody, and she's paying for everything. And my response to that is, it has always been fucking like that. You've seen plenty of male celebrities get a divorce. You've seen plenty of male celebrities get a divorce. You've seen them have a joint custody situation. You've seen that man have to pay regardless of the parenting arrangement. Y'all have seen that plenty of times. Like what the hell? Y'all have seen people have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. I could run down the list. Kanye West, $200K per month. I'm just a list of other celebs. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, $65K. Now hold on, wait. $54,000 per month. He had to pay at one point for 3 children. Kelly Clarkson. Okay. Oh no, Kelly Clarkson had to pay up. She had to pay her husband $45,000 in monthly child support. Nas had to pay $44,000. They said that's equivalent to about $63,000 today, what he was paying then. Russell Simmons. These is men paying rich women. Russell Simmons had to pay $40,000 a month. People been having to pay. Understand there's a distinction that they think the distinction is coming in with the fact that they're splitting time. When they talk about that, what they're truly exposing right there is that they fight to make sure they got all the time so they can get that money. They know if they give up time, they're giving up money. They just learned today that if it's a joint legal, joint physical custody situation, if that man makes significantly more than you, then you cannot give up time and still get the money. Or you can give up the time and still get the money. They're just finding out that that's how it worked. That's how we've been knew it worked. I knew it worked that way. I've always knew it worked that way. There's so many of them. But let's see what else in here. P. Diddy looked like that was $57,000. Well, they said today will be $57,000 when he was ordered to pay in 2004. So yeah, but no, then nothing changed. Nothing changed. But let's get back into it. Let's get back into these comments. Okay, it says the time is equal, therefore the responsibility should be split. That's why most men, when they get a divorce, they go for they try to get at least half the time, and y'all deny and fight them from getting half the time, and then complain about having to take care of the kid by yourself, and whatever child support you're getting is not enough. Most men on child support do not have physical custody at all and pay child support. So it's strange to be the only party paying child support when it don't make sense both people to be paid to each other. What you're saying is you should end child support and just have 50-50 custody. That's what you really should be saying if you were genuine. But it's saying paying child support for extracurricular activities as well as education, but sharing equal time. Shout out to the dad. Okay. Shout out to the dads who want and are rewarded custody of their children, though. Okay. All right. Another chick came in here named Lavish Ways, says she carried the child. She gave birth, have joint custody, and still have to pay. Because she carried it, because she gave birth in his joint custody, and she still had to pay. Yeah, a man could raise that child, take care of that child from birth, have joint custody, and still have to pay. Trust me, I know. Another person says, be careful who you marry. Your slip up could be their come up. Yeah. This is another chick says, and this is why you never date a bum. Now, this man is an actor over in whatever country that he's from. So by no way is this man a bum. He ain't got Halle Berry money, but in no way, shape, or form is this man a bum. But to women, they see a bum. They see a bum. It says, who is her legal team? They need to be fired. It's too late. It's already over. I'm going to say this again. If I have to pay child support while I have joint custody and cover tuition extracurricular activities, baby, I might as well just have full custody. Well, you know fucking what? That has been the man's argument for a while now. Have that not been the man's argument? If somebody has to do all of this stuff, clearly they're the most capable and responsible adult who's in the position to provide the child with the best possible lifestyle, to provide the child the best life. Why not just give the kid to the parent who can provide the kid the best life? That's been an argument that men have made. Y'all jerking me around through the system about what I gotta pay, how much time I gotta have, this or that, or blah 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 blah. I'm like, there's a lot of times. I mean, I'm trying to bring up my personal shit too much, but like I said before, it was a moment when during my whole custody situation, a job I was working closed down, company ended. So I was on unemployment, and the argument was she has stable employment. So the kids are better off with her. That was the argument. And then when I went back and tried to get it done again, after I was back to work, and I was making more than her. Well, you work so many hours. You don't have time to raise like, what the fuck? It's like they switched the argument up. They switched the argument up depending on who in the hot seat. When you're a man, not working could be a disadvantage, but when you're a woman and you're not working, it's an advantage. She's available for the kids. Just give the kids to this incapable, unemployed, broke person and let the other person pay. But if it's the woman working and the other person don't got a job and is looking incapable and broke, they would never think to give them to the man. No, they're going to give it to the capable, responsible mom who has full-time employment. I've seen them switch those arguments. I've went back there and tried to get it done after my situation changed, and I saw the same people look me in the face and make a different argument. I've seen that with my own eyes. Oh boy. Let's see. What else we got in here? Let's get to. I'm gonna say this again if I have to pay. Okay, hold on. I already read that one. Let me get to some more. She wanted the white man and a white baby. That's karma for you, because you know some people gonna be on that shit. That's karma for dating a white man. You know that's what some of you gonna be on. Said, why is she always getting the shitty end of the stick? Because she's making money like a man, and this is one of the things that feminism. Sometimes feminism will come back and bite you in the ass. It is what it is. Homeboy saying the hypocrisy in these comments. I love it. I love what he said. He's talking about the laughing face emoji, talking about the hypocrisy in the comments. He says crazy. He says crazy because somebody says crazy because you loud and wrong. Future don't even be having his kids. So PF, cause I can't do people comments saying, of course, they're basically saying because she have the kids at least half the time, she shouldn't have to pay nothing. It's plenty of situations like that they pretending to not know about. Plenty of situations that they're just pretending fake. They're being fake oblivious. Damn, let me get out of this comment thread. Hold on. Somebody, the simp brigade gonna come in. This is sad. Grown man living off a woman. They own that. Somebody says, tells me you don't comprehend well the same way your baby daddy has to pay child support when he's already taking care of his child's needs. Men been going through this for decades. Clearly, you don't understand how the child support system works. Just say that. Yeah. That man summed it up perfectly right there. Somebody is saying, you do know men still get on child support even with joint custody. Why y'all don't ask these questions when men on the receiving end, and it happens a lot more than this. Brothers are holding the line, making the right points in the comment section. What else we got in here? It says, why she always have to pay her baby daddies? She need better lawyers. Somebody said, man, city boys, we up. Damn it. Hold on. Oh, no, this is a funny one. I like this dude right here. He says, how was he supposed to raise a kid with only $8K a month? Somebody said, sounds like she's a deadbeat mom. Homeboy who said, how's he supposed to raise a kid with only $8K a month? That's the type of shit they be saying. That is the type of shit they be saying when it be 50-50 custody. Oh my goodness. Reverse Uno card activated. Why? When they share custody. Man, these women mad about this in these comments, but love it. When a man got to pay $200K a month in child support, nah, keep that same energy. Joint physical custody, joint legal custody, got her paying him child support. Disgusting. They are disgusted by this. It was literally my situation. Let's see what else is going on here. Somebody said his eyes too tight. She should have seen it coming. Yeah, I don't know why that squinty eyed nigga. I mean, I don't know why his eyes so squinty. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But that's more or less what it is. That is the game. The hypocrisy in the chat room is astonishing. They thought the white man was always the answer. This dude ain't exactly white. He like sort of Mexican. I mean, he looked white at a glance. There's somebody saying, this is why I refuse to get married legally again. Funny how chicks be coming to that conclusion, but will criticize male spaces if some of the men are like, nah, this ain't it. But she says, this is why I refuse to get married legally again. We can be a union without the contract. Gross to men who take spousal support. Wow. It's gross for men to take spousal support. Sorry for the hard judgment. It was a girl getting paid. These comments would be so different. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the second time this has happened to her. She stay paying. She stay dating down, as they call it. Halle has never had any success with men. She needs to stop and be herself. This is why women shouldn't date down. But when you say women shouldn't date down, what you are essentially saying is that men should date down. Or the expectation, if the woman isn't dating down, then the expectation is that the man would be dating down, which means she's saying it's basically just women, do not put yourself in the situation that men have put themselves in for millennia. That's basically what she's saying. That's basically what she's saying. They have joint custody. Why does she got to pay? But why she got to pay? I keep hearing those. Why she got to pay? Why she got to pay? I'm seeing so many of those. The hypocrisy is unbelievable. This is 2023, not 1953. Women love the traditional man when they don't have to pay. Feminists will tell you this is progress. Take the L. Just men been doing it for decades. Yeah. Somebody says 5% of all income over 2 million. So if she make 100 million, he get 5 million. That's what we've been putting out. That's what we've been saying. But now it's an issue. Now it's an issue. But all right. I shall put the link in the chat. Anybody else want to get a piece of this conversation? The link is in the chat room. The link is in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Shout out to Deacon Salty Balls. Came through with $30 on the Cash App end of things. Shout out.
Suck on my chocolate salty balls. Put them in your mouth. Put them in your mouth and suck them and suck them.
Appreciate that. I don't know if Salty Balls even still listening right now. Something funny happened. He had sent me a Cash App, and I was trying. I normally either just click the thumbs up as a reply when somebody send me a Cash App, or I hit the or I do something that's like a fist, like a muscle fist like that, something like that. That's what I normally do, because you can do you're allowed to do an emoji reply when somebody's in the Cash App. I accidentally clicked on the one where it was like 2 women and a baby, basically a lesbian couple and a baby. That was my reply to the Cash App. I was like, and there was no way for me to take it back or change it. So if I saw that, I know he was a little weirded out by it. But if you're listening, that was an accident. That was an accident. You gotta be careful. Somebody, you're doing this content. A man send you a Cash App. You don't want to accidentally click a eggplant emoji or something, So that was I sent him a very weird Cash App reply. I hope he's listening and understands that was an accident. But oh man, let's get into it. Shout out to everybody in the building. What you don't want to know what's truly baffling about this to me. It was not really baffling. Just looking at the whole child support thing as a whole, and I speak from the standpoint, like I said, on paper, my situation, it was 50-50 custody. It was joint legal, joint physical custody. The way it played out, and the way it definitely played out now, because my youngest is 15. My youngest is 15, and he's basically with me full time. I don't even know what it's even saying on. I got to go make sure the paper. Probably got to go update some paper. Man, I don't even like going down there. But my youngest is with me full time, so I'm basically full time taking care of him. It just is what it is. And what's funny is, his mom had came and got him, and they did whatever they do. And she brought him back. But the school just started. First day of school was yesterday. So she apparently gave him $100. No, I do school shopping last minute, very last minute. And so he told me he had $100 from his mom. I was like, did she just give you $100, or was that like for school clothes shopping? For school clothes? And he was like, yeah, it was for school clothes. And so I was like, okay, cool. She added $100 to the pot of whatever, was going to get spent for school. She added $100 to it. Cool. But I got to thinking, if in those situations where where the woman got the kid full time, and then school clothes come around, and the dad just show up. Dad just show up and just toss $100 into the pot. It's like, I was sitting there thinking, do I need to start wilding out? Do I need to? Yeah, let me know. Do I need to hit her with some? I can't get school clothes for $100. He wearing men's size shoes now. Do you even know what size shoe he wear? You can't get Jordans for $100. Do I need to start wilding out? Do I need to take it there? That's what it'd be like the other way around, where you could be on child support and getting the kid on your weekends, but school clothes and stuff like that come around, and you just try to pitch in a little bit. You just try to pitch in a little bit. Just throw $100 on it. You check the check. Child support eating up a lot of your check. Your check just to pay your bills and break even. But I'm gonna sacrifice the water bill. I'm just gonna throw $150 on the school clothes. What you do plenty of men have done that and got called out for it. Got read their Miranda rights and all that shit for doing that. But that's when it's the other way around, fathers don't be giving a shit. And like a part of me, and I've said this before, like a part of me supports fathers, not giving a shit. But at the same time, I'm about exploiting the system to even the odds. I am about exploiting the system to even the odds. But then there's the non-system social interaction between the two aspect of it, where it's like women, they'll be asking the dad for stuff they don't even need. They just want to be in your pockets. They just want to exercise some control. Like that's how they will do. That's how they would do. It is every situation I know, men do not do that. We just don't. We don't. It don't occur to, especially on the social end of it. Now on the simply just mere, on the social end of it, we don't do it, but on the mere making sure everything is right in the system, we do need to do that. We do need to do that. Hold on. Damn, what's what I say? That hundo was for socks and drawers. No, it got made to good use. you know, we stretched it out and helped. It got put to good use. It wasn't all for nothing. It wasn't all for nothing. But the link in the chat. The link is in the chat. Anybody want to come up and have a piece of this? I will happily end this bad boy early. And get to working on some pre-recorded stuff. If nobody comes up, I'll give you Negroids 5 more minutes. Give you Negroids 5 more minutes. I'll look at some more of these comments. Somebody says this article is definitely misleading. It says, okay, this is the one. Let me see what this woman is talking about. It says they have joint custody. She was the breadwinner in the household. So since they no longer share a home, she is paying what sounds like spousal support, not child support. No. See, it's so funny how they don't know how child support works from the other end. That's not spousal support. Some of that stuff did sound like spousal support, that $4 million on top of whatever, you know, whatever she make, that 4.3% of whatever she make after $2 million. That did sound like spousal support. But everything else in there sound like child support, and they don't understand how that works. Here they are. I don't understand the child support and covering all those expenses. Kanye West got ordered to pay $200,000, and he still had to cover, you know, half of all the school and, you know, medical or whatever the hell other random expenses. You know, he had to basically pay for, you know, nannies, babysitters, the whole works. Every expense, he had to pay half of it while paying her $200,000. That was on paper. Says when it's a shared custody agreement, there is no way he's broke. He's an actor as well. There's no way Kim Kardashian is broke. She's a billionaire as well. And Google says he's worth $20 million. What the fuck? Oh well, sucks when the tables are turned. That's what somebody else is saying. Envy Love saying, y'all keep screaming equality. This is not equal. She literally paying for everything as if she is the only parent. The hypocrisy is crazy. Saying this is not equal. She's literally paying for everything as if she's the only parent. That's how the shit plays out. That's how it always plays out. I tend to not believe that they would have the same exact energy if he had if she had 3 less overnights and he had 3 more overnights, because that's really how the math would play out. I tend to believe they wouldn't be saying that same stuff. Nowhere near equal, and the custody is joint. Hell, he's not paying for anything. She's literally helping both of them survive. That's how the shit be always playing out. These new men aren't menning. Wow. We need a new stock to come out. Wow. Somebody saying ain't no way. Consequences. It's like they are just it's just wild. Because they don't like the equality y'all been crying about. LOL. Can't take the treatment men have been getting for decades now. These comment sections are wild. It's just like, ain't no way. It's just, I'm seeing a lot of those, a lot of ain't no ways. 1 million to whoever gets him out of there. What? Didn't he offer 1 million to whoever gets him out of there? I don't know what that's talking about. But yeah, no, that is wild. That is wild. So what is he paying for? Nothing. I never get it. If it's joint custody, why each party can't pay? Kanye and Kim Kardashian, they should say joint custody. Her house is a primary custodial home, so that means $200K and paying all those other expenses. That sounds just as stupid. Why can't each party pay for their own or come to splitting things down the middle? Oh wow. You see how they just reasonable all of a sudden? You see how they're reasonable all of a sudden? Just because she make more? Ugh. It literally says, you know, all that just because she make more? Ugh. It blows me the way. It's blowing me away. How the fuck you got joint custody have the child half the week, pay child support exactly like how I did, and still got to give bitch 2% of future earnings. That part may have been wrapped up in alimony. Like, that's what it is. That's what the deal is. That's what the deal is. But all right. We about to get up out of here on this one. Call this one a shorter show and get on out of here, which is good because I got shit that I started working on this morning and then decided to go live on this one. So go live, stick and move, punch and get out, and then get back to it. I'll probably more than likely be going live tomorrow. What's today? Today is it's Thursday. Okay, yeah, definitely. We'll be going live Friday. So all right. So with that said, ladies and
Welcome
gentlemen,
to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
we've done so much with so little for so long. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing. Shout out to Machismo TV. Make sure you go and subscribe to that one. Do appreciate everybody coming on through. Shout out to Deacon Salty Balls, $30 Cashapp, Christian Hutchinson, Dame C, Fawcett Media. Appreciate each and every one of you. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Peace. We gone.